for the city. I did it for the love. I did it for the people. I did it for us.
Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy DRAZE, man. I am here on the Draze Experience, live from the 206 Seattle, Washington. We are at the Jerk Shack, downtown Seattle, getting ready to eat. I got some of my guys with me, man.
What's up, man? It's Bill Ellaby. I'm the guru. Alvin Snow.
D. Smitty, what's good?
These are my guys, man. When I come home, man, it's always a good time to be able to get with different cats, chop it up. Today we're going to be talking sports. But before we get to the sports, you already know what we got to do, man. This is the inaugural issue. Let's go to the Draze Experience and to y'all. Man,
Much love. Much love.
Salud.
Salute. We'll be back in a minute, man. All right, we are back. Draze Experience, you know what it is. So we are here with the owner of the Jerk Shack, my guy, Trace. Say what's up to the people.
It's going down.
Hey.
Welcome to the Jerk Shack.
Yeah. So how did you get into cooking? Right, because real quick, because I know you as the martial arts guy, right? Like I remember you was traveling around. Can you still put hands on somebody? Like if somebody in the streets wants it, is it still a problem? Some people don't know. Like this cat was winning tournaments and the whole nine, man.
Look, man. Look. Don't try me. Yo, if you respect me, I respect you.
I feel like you can find a pressure point or something. Just hit somebody with that. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, that's why you had me, doing your security all these
years.
He
did.
Respect is the most important thing in martial arts and in life. So, respect and balance. And sometimes that balance gets tipped, and you might need to tip somebody. So,
Hey, you can tell. You see how you just shifted on us too? You went from the Jerk Shack to the hood to just like, I just went straight into that. He's just respect. Looking at the menu. Menu looks dope. You got gluten-free options. You got vegan options. You got jerk chicken, boneless, grilled chicken. You got I see some lobster here. I see a whole bunch of stuff. What do you recommend? Because we got to get some food. Me and my guys got to eat.
Well, man, you can't come to the Jerk Shack and not get our signature jerk fried chicken. Our jerk fried chicken, you're not gonna be able to find anywhere else. Most people have never heard of that. We don't put our jerk fried chicken is gluten free as well, so it's like no flour, no batter.
Say that again one more time.
Our jerk fried chicken is gluten free.
Hey!
There's no flour or no batter on that, but it's still delicious, moist, and crispy. Because what makes it crispy is our jerk dry rub. We make it from scratch. We toast our seeds, grind them up ourselves, and make our own jerk dry rub. And that's what crusts our jerk fried chicken. It's very flavorful and aromatic. So when it comes to the table, you're gonna smell it right away. And I mean, lots of people always have heard of shrimp and grits. Well, we don't do shrimp and grits here. We do our lobster, whitefish and grits. So you get lobster tail, you get a piece of whitefish, and you get our signature smoky grits. A lot of folks that taste our grits go, how the hell did you smoke the grits? So, when you taste it, you'll see.
So I need that to cook.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, I need some of that too. Yeah, come on.
We have great food here. It's lots of flavor, lots of bold flavors, very fresh, and everything's made from scratch, from our sauces to our spice rubs. And a lot of our food is dairy-free and gluten-free.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, okay, fellas, got our food. We'll keep eating. Let's talk NBA. I want first just everybody's initial thoughts, first half, because I know everybody was all excited about the beginning of the year, about this being one of the greatest seasons ever. What's your feeling thus far? Are you excited? Has it lived up to the hype, or has it been kind of a dud? What are you feeling?
I mean, for me, man, it's really exciting because there's so much parity right now in the NBA. There's not just LeBron running away with it, even though they're in first place. But you got the Clippers are playing really good.
Damn. Tell me how you really
You know,
feel, huh?
2 stars. You got the Houston team. You got Milwaukee. You know, you got so many teams that can win it, man. I'm just excited right now. You know, where it's gonna go.
Are there really? Can a lot of teams really win it? I don't feel that way.
I don't either. I kind of think that the Lakers got this thing in the bag. To be honest with you, that's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts.
Which bag?
The only bag there is.
Okay.
That championship bag.
Okay.
bag.
Okay. Like that. There's nobody. They look impressive. I ain't gonna lie to you. They look really good. They look better than I thought they would look.
Yeah, that's a good assessment. I think the same thing. But their point guard play is.
No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. That's what we're not gonna do. LeBron looks amazing right
No
now.
question.
He looks amazing, and this is coming from a guy who's critical of
Very,
LeBron.
very.
Did you get that?
Hey, I'm critical. Hey, to me, there's nothing wrong with being critical, but the man looks amazing. He looks completely. I mean, he's not Kawhi, but he looks amazing. You know
Not
what I'm
who?
saying?
Watch your mouth.
I mean, Kawhi. I'm just, you know what I mean? I just
Now I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Okay.
LeBron got some help too. He got some help with AD.
You got some help.
Yeah.
He
got
does.
some help.
He does.
Kawhi got some help over there too.
Yeah. Yeah, they both got squad. How do you feel about it this year so far?
Man, I mean, I agree with Bill in terms of the parity. I feel like it's a little more balanced, but I still think it's an illusion of inclusion in the sense that there's still the haves and the have-nots. You know what I mean? There's still those folks that are at the top. But it's definitely a little bit funner of an NBA to watch because of some of the parity. But Lakers look great. You know, the whatchamacallit, Houston plays an interesting style of ball, man. You know what I mean? That I don't know if it's going to be enough to quite get them over the hump, but damn, that James Harden, man, is a mean guard, man. You can say whatever you want to say, but trying to guard that boy, he's a problem. And then you got Russie. But I don't know if there's enough basketballs over there to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, and I don't know if that brand of hoop gets you into that big bag we
Yeah,
were talking about a minute ago.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like when I look at Houston, I feel like at the end of the day, it might have been a mistake for James Harden to CP3 getting out of town. Might it have been a mistake?
No.
No.
I mean, here's what I'm saying, because James wants to pound the ball. You can't have two cats that want to pound the hell out of the ball.
He got Westbrook doing it now.
And it's right. So I'm like,
I'm just saying, Russ can't shoot, man. I mean, he couldn't.
No question.
He couldn't shoot a loaded gun, man. That guy can't shoot. You're just sitting back like, are you kidding me?
But your point is CP3 to me, people are forgetting how good he is because he has OKC in 7th place right now. And I'm a real CP3 fan of the way he plays. He just can score and get everybody involved. He's so dynamic. So I just
I agree. And on my end, it's no disrespect. It's just more of a thing of like, I don't think James felt like dude was a good fit for him because of the fact the dude wants to pound and set people up.
Right.
And James don't want that. Give me the ball and get out the way. And that ain't really what's, you know.
Where's that gotten him?
Oh, it hasn't gotten him very far.
Okay.
So
okay.
Which is why, to the point of, he ain't going to get the bag. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that style of play is sufficient. I think it's going to make him, he going to look good and get what he wants in terms of like points and all. But when it comes down to where the rubber hits the road and going to get that bag, he can forget about it.
So it's an upgrade with Westbrook, you think, in the CP3?
Oh, do I think it's an upgrade? No.
You don't?
I think it's an upgrade for James. I think it's an upgrade for James personally, not for their team, like,
Got it.
as a whole. Like, I think that's what
So
he
you're
wanted
like,
to
hey,
suit him.
Hey, he might be able to put up 37 tonight, right? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Wow. All right, I gotta get into this just because it's there's been so much talk about Luka. Luka. How good is Luka to you? I mean, I'm sorry. Let's not do this whole is he good? We know he's good. We're not gonna do that.
I kind of want to start here.
Hey, I knew you would.
This
This
is-
is Euroball himself
Yeah,
right here. This
yeah,
is
yeah.
my guy So, okay. Wait, tell him where you played. And
So
Different places.
I played all over Europe. I played in Turkey for 3 years. I played in Poland, Germany, Israel. But the key component to this conversation for me is in my best years, some of my best years as a pro, I played in Slovenia, where Luka's actually from. Okay? So my take is he had to grow up watching me play. No, I'm just playing. No.
There it is. Hey, man.
No, but I will say this, man. Going into the draft, having tons of arguments with my boys. One in particular was hard-headed. Coach over at the University of Washington, I'm not going to say no names, light-skinned, went to Garfield. But I'm not going to say no names. He swore up and down how Luka just wouldn't be able to get it done. Too slow. Europeans are always too slow, and he just like everybody else, too slow, heavy-footed, all that garbage, right? I said, sir, I'm trying not to say his name. Sir, you're wrong. The kid's been doing it against some of the best players in the world in EuroLeague, not at Rainier Community Center with the homies, but against some of the best players in the world, and not was kind of good amongst them. He was the best, elite amongst them. That translates.
Apparently.
He has real hoop game.
Okay, so then how good is he though? Like, so what? Okay, is he like? I've been hearing this LeBron.
Transcendent.
Oh God, spare me the transcendent tag. Okay, let's start with LeBron.
Okay.
Is he?
That's the bar.
Is he? No.
So
That's the question. That's the bar. You know that. You know what
we
a
don't
bar
gotta go there. I don't want to. We've been there before. I don't want to go there.
In case you want to know what a bar.
Oh, y'all got two different bars?
Oh, there's only
No.
one bar.
No, we don't gotta go there. We understand that. Next.
Head him off at the pass. Head him off at the pass.
I'm talking
bar?
about as of
Okay,
today, right
The
now.
same age?
Okay.
The same age at 20 or?
That's what I'm saying. At the same age, is he better than Braun?
Is that a question?
It's a legitimate. Excuse me.
I don't think so. I think that
Oh, okay.
my man's skill level is far.
Or better?
No, I don't want to do that. He always does this. He always does this thing, man. You know why? I'm watching basketball,
Right.
and he's watching basketball. You know what I'm saying? They're like two different games.
Yeah.
He's just, man, did you see where the ball, he laid that pass right on his, man, did he make the play or did he not make the play? Look, I'm saying this. I'm not talking about Luka's skill level. There's a lot of guys who are more skilled than another guy. There's a lot of skilled guys.
No, but he's
sitting
also
on the bench.
doing it. I'm not just.
Is he
leaning
better
on-
than Braun? Just period. Is he?
as a rookie?
As a
you're saying?
rookie.
Yeah. LeBron didn't take his team to the.
No,
playoffs.
I'm saying at that age, not as
That's
a
what
rookie.
I'm saying.
Were they same age as rookies?
No, LeBron came in at 18.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Luka came in at what, 19?
See,
Oh, my bad.
okay, so that matters.
Does it really?
Hold on.
Does it really?
It does. When you're talking about guys, I'm saying this.
We're talking about 18, 19.
Yeah, I'm
That's
saying
the same age.
when you're talking about guys,
That's the same age, sir.
look at what I'm saying is.
You're both freshmen in college.
No, what I'm saying is when you're talking about guys who are this great at basketball, 1 year of development for these types of guys is everything.
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that lobster
Lobster
too.
and grits, huh?
Yeah, the lobster
Here's
grits.
why I
But
believe.
Luka was playing pro longer,
That's
right?
my
He was
point.
going
No,
against
Luka was
professional
playing
players
yes.
at an earlier age.
That's what makes him better. It's not an excuse. It's not a knock.
Yeah.
It's actually what made him better.
But their stats were comparable. We gotta talk about stats too. Their stats are kind of
Yeah,
identical.
but you
Kinda
have
identical.
but you have to look at stats in a different way. And here's what I mean. You can have the same stats, but how do those stats impact winning? Luka's are impacting winning at a higher level than LeBron's was. So to me, that says that's a better basketball player at that moment.
But he can't touch LeBron athleticism.
I would actually tend to agree with you. I really would.
Okay.
I think he's better than Braun at that, but I'm just, you know.
Did you see the surprise on my guy's face? It was like, huh?
That's so rare.
You know, I would tend to agree, right? At the end of the day, I look and I go, yeah, Luka's
No.
absolutely
We're
the-
forecasting and we say, does he ever become what LeBron is? That's a whole different conversation that I'm not open to.
Does he ever become LeBron?
No. No.
Man, there's absolutely no way. It's not in the cards. It's not even in the cards. It's not. What are you thinking about? There's a non-discussion. You look at guys' talent, right? Luka's ceiling is not where LeBron's is. It's not up there in that rarefied air.
Sir, we know that, sir.
Oh, okay. I was making sure.
We know that, sir.
Okay.
We know that, sir.
What do you say?
Will he score as many points as Dirk?
Forget
LeBron. Will he score as many points as Dirk?
I don't think he plays that long.
Yeah, he will.
You got him?
I don't think so.
He will.
I don't think he
Because
plays
he has
that
the ball. He's bringing the ball up the court. He's initiating the offense. He's shooting a lot. He's getting the high screens.
Have we
He's a better
forgotten?
shooter than LeBron.
Have we forgotten who Dirk is and how many points he scored?
Man, listen.
Have we forgotten?
Listen, that's why I got to ask the question. I'm
Have
like,
we
forget LeBron. Let's
forgotten?
just talk about, you know.
The best European to come
on.
over. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I didn't want to do the LeBron thing because that's
Blasphemy.
yeah. We start getting into that Jordan talk. That's a whole different thing. Like I don't
Now,
want to
why
do that.
would we do that?
I don't want to do that, sir.
Okay, I just was making sure. I was just like, why would we do that? Why on earth would we do something like that?
No, but Luka's as real as they get coming in.
Okay, so real quick, mid-season MVP so far. We're about midway through the NBA. I want each guy to give their mid-season MVP. You can say why if you want to as well, but who you got?
What you got?
I ain't got no room over here, homie.
Hey, we're fresh out of room, man. Shout out to the Drug Shack, man.
They running it up.
You know, we're talking about MVP. I'm not talking about the team with the best player, the best record. We should be Greek freak and LeBron.
Time out.
I'm not talking about that.
Time out.
I'm not talking about that.
He's cheating.
He
got stats and
I'm not talking about that.
You want to make sure don't nobody come for him. Be like, look, I got numbers.
He's cheating.
Who you got?
I got James Harden as an MVP right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Averaging 37 points a game. You know, I mean, he's broken records that only Wilton Kobe has done. He's just had an incredible, had a 60-point triple-double. He's just the greatest player in the NBA to me right now.
Wow.
At a high level. He's just
Wow.
on
Listen,
that ball.
if there were food in my mouth, it would have came
Oh,
out.
man.
That is unreal.
When he said greatest player in the NBA right now,
I said, whoa,
okay.
you lost me.
You're mid-season MVP.
You lost me, sir. My midseason MVP?
Hey, man, he's playing tanger. Crazy,
They're
bro.
fired.
No,
Oh,
I ain't
my
gonna,
God.
I'm gonna lie to you.
That's good.
Okay.
All of this is fire.
I know. And with grit, you were right. I'm sorry. Go back to the
No, I'm gonna say the Jerk Shack's the real MVP.
real
Jerk Shack for the win.
No, but if it were left up to me, man, my vote's going to LeBron James, the king, man. And here's why. Do I really need to say why? I think it's pretty clear. His team's
Articulate for the people. Articulate for the people.
Well, first of all, they're number one in the NBA. That's the first reason, right?
Yeah,
He's
that's-
right back to where he always is, on top.
Matters.
Cut that out.
I'm just saying.
Milwaukee's number one in the NBA. Milwaukee.
Is that a fact?
I got Milwaukee 86%, 38-6,
What's the Lakers' record? They lost 7 games. Lakers lost 7 games.
34-8.
Oh, they lost 8.
So Greek Freak's the number.
Tomato. I'm with you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they're the number one in the West,
Okay.
which is
But who won between them? Milwaukee and LA. Because
They played in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Who won?
I think Milwaukee won. I think they were. I don't remember. I think Milwaukee won. They were
So
injured.
you got Braun.
I got Braun, no question. And
Yeah.
I got Braun, no question. For me, to still be at the level he's at is just ridiculous. It
Don't
doesn't
do
make no
that.
sense.
Don't do that.
No, can I-
Don't,
Yeah,
hold
don't
on
do
real
what?
quick. I don't like when people do this whole to still be doing it at this level. At the exact same age that he's at, Michael Jordan was winning the ring. And was the first team all defense.
LeBron's winning the
led
ring,
them- I'm
and he's
saying-
going to be first team
No,
all defense.
I'm sorry.
Everything you're saying, he's doing right now.
Oh, okay. So did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
Everything he's saying, he's doing right now. So
We're talking about the greatest
I
of
got
all
you.
time.
No, I got you.
He's doing the same
Michael-
thing the greatest of all time is doing.
Actually, it's not the same thing. So let me explain to you. Number one, Michael Jordan was winning a scoring title at this point. Number one, he was first team all defense. Number two, if you turned the clock back 1 year on Mike, so right now Mike was doing what LeBron's doing. Last year when LeBron wasn't making the playoffs, Mike was winning a championship.
Here's the other thing. Mike took a 2-year hiatus to get his body right that LeBron didn't.
Come on, man.
That LeBron didn't take. Let's talk about
Did
that.
you hear that to get his body
He took
right?
a break. It's real.
He was playing baseball. The man was arrogant. What do you want want me to say? He walked off.
People play baseball.
Let me back up slow on one thing. I mean, because LeBron James is playing great basketball. And he's leading the NBA in assists.
Right.
I mean, that's
Talk about it.
Forget all he is. He's still playing at a high level.
When did Jordan do that, sir?
Does LeBron have?
Oh, now he don't want to answer my question.
Never.
So what are we talking about?
Okay, does LeBron have any defensive player of the years? When did he do that? Say the answer the same way I answered you.
You didn't answer me.
I said never. You said when did Jordan do that? I said never.
I'm gonna take this.
Run the tape back.
I'm gonna take
when
the
did
same.
Jordan do that? I said never.
I'm gonna take.
Now I'm asking you.
I'm gonna take the same 10 minutes you took to answer
Okay.
me.
When did LeBron? Because when you asked me, when he asked me, when did Jordan lead the league in assists? What did I say?
Never.
I said never.
Did he say that immediately? Did he take a break?
No.
There was a slight delay.
Oh, okay.
It was the.
But he still answered.
Okay.
It was a delayed broadcast.
I'm still on my break.
Hey,
I'm still on my delay.
Hey man, the jerk chicken, bro. I had to let it go down, man. I needed a minute.
Okay.
So when did LeBron James win Defensive Player of the Year?
He didn't.
Thank you. That's
So this question I have about LeBron and Jordan, right? LeBron should always be MVP
No question.
every year in my eyes, for the simple fact that whatever team he's on,
No question.
they're making the playoffs, except for last year, due to the injuries, right? That was not discussed enough. But
why?
no.
That has a lot to do with it.
It has a lot to do with it.
No. They were in 9th place when he went down. Like
Look,
you
listen,
weren't in the
listen,
playoffs
listen.
when you got injured. Why are we
Listen.
making?
No, okay, but
Okay.
how many times can Jordan's team make the playoffs without him?
Who cares? Who cares?
No. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
No.
Who's Johnny?
MVP should be, are you making the playoffs without me? Whatever team he's on, he makes
That's
them
not
better.
I'll tell you why that's. Can I tell you why that's not a fair assessment for LeBron James? This is why it's not a fair assessment to say, well, every team he's on makes the playoffs, doesn't make the playoffs. When LeBron James goes to a team, he guts the team and pulls in.
No.
Hold on, real quick. No, I'm saying this. I'm saying he literally pulls. Like people have tried to analyze. They'll analyze LeBron James' team like the year before he comes and the year after he leaves, and I'm like, if you look at the rosters are completely different.
The roster will stay the same when he leaves, and they don't make it to nowhere.
Are you kidding me?
roster
When he left
stays the
Miami,
Here's
Chris
my
Bosh
issue.
was done.
Here's my issue.
Everybody was still there except for him.
Here's my issue. LeBron's taking Boobie Gibson to the finals, fam.
That's what I was going to say. He's been to the
Where is Boobie Gibson?
Who cares?
Who is
That's
Boobie
my
Gibson?
Who is
Nine
Boobie
times,
Gibson?
though.
Who cares?
He's been to the finals.
That's my
9
point.
times, though.
He's
Let's
taking-
talk about that.
He's taking a cast of
That's
characters
impressive.
that would not make any
Anything.
playoff
That's impressive.
No
in
question.
any year
Thank you.
other than that year with
He's
him on the
he was,
roster.
and to not
He's taking him not to the
gotcha.
playoffs, to the finals.
To add to that argument, he was also doing it in the East. So
Okay.
So I'm saying this: it's tomato.
Want some
On
lobster?
one end, yeah, I want some lobster.
just
Yes,
picking up.
you want some lobster? Absolutely. Okay, I'm saying this: tomato. If you're gonna take one side of the argument and you're gonna
Rookies
say
get it together.
LeBron James is dragging some bums to the championship,
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you that.
Okay.
Jordan never
Hold on, let me
dragged
fin-
any
can I-
bums to
Let me
the
finish this.
championship.
So LeBron James is dragging bums to the championship. I'll give you that.
Jordan just
Right?
scored a bunch of
Hold
buckets
on,
when he
I
played
got
with
you,
bums. That's
I got
it.
you. I got you.
That's it.
LeBron James dragged some bums to the championship. On the flip side of my LeBron James's argument is, when he did that, he didn't win. Okay? So when he did win, it's a super team. Like the first time in the history of the NBA.
When did Jordan win
Hold on.
without a super team?
The first time. Let me ask you a question.
At this point, I know he's about to-
No, I'm saying this.
But when did Jordan win
let me
without a
ask you
super
question.
team?
Let me
That's
ask you.
what I'm saying.
When is the first time in the history of an NBA, in the NBA, a top 5 player left his team to join another top 5
Cut
player?
up that lobster.
When is the first time in the history of the NBA a top 5 player left his team to join another top 5 player via free agency?
Make sure
I'm
you
not
get
talking
the
about out of your
bets.
control.
Huh?
Trades are out of your control. I'm talking about like I'm leaving to go join somebody else who's top 5.
Yeah,
That has to matter.
Tell me who hasn't done that.
has to matter.
No. The first time it happened. I asked when's the first time.
I don't think it was with LeBron.
It was LeBron.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
think that's true.
Kevin Garnett with
No,
the
no,
Celtics?
they weren't top 5 players.
Kev wasn't top 5. Kev wasn't top
Not
five.
at that point in their career.
Kev,
Okay.
I'm talking about when you're top five. It goes to my point.
No,
when
I
you're
think-
top
The
five,
first person to do that was
When you're-
it Gary Payton? When he went to the Lakers?
he
Gary
wasn't
wasn't
top
top
five.
Okay.
I'm talking about top five. I'm not talking about over the hill. I'm okay with guys being done old and going to chase the ring. I'm okay with that. Because I know you're no longer playing
Then
against.
it had to be Shaq when he went to Miami.
Shaq
Shaq-
was over the hill at that point too.
No, but he was still top 5.
No, he
No, no,
wasn't.
no,
For as a center?
No.
Who was better than him
No.
as a
Shaq
center?
wasn't there then.
Shaq wasn't
He
top
wasn't,
five.
man. He wasn't.
He was still great.
But they went to the
No,
championship.
He was still, he was still a dude, but he
But they
wasn't.
went to
no
the
top.
championship.
he wasn't. Yeah, Flash was in his bag at that point.
So is anyone going to answer the question?
Flash
was
bag.
in his bag.
Flash was all the way.
His
He went
bag.
to
Flash
D
won that by
Wade.
himself.
Yeah, D-Wade was the man.
No question.
So I'm just curious to ask if anyone might want to answer the question.
I
Anyone,
think-
just take a gander at the answer.
No,
just
no,
a
no. This is what
gander.
I'm saying. And I'm too young to know completely, but I do know at some points, way back when, Will Chamberlain left some teams and came west.
To the Lakers.
Yeah, that did take place.
Okay, so are we gonna? So
I'm just saying. You said
I'm with you.
History.
let's keep going, right? So history. The
I don't know enough
I
about
know. So the question.
Bill Russell
I'm
was
sorry.
on
So
a few
the
different
question. Back to the question. A top 5 player leaving a team to join another top 5 player. I'm not talking about leaving a team to join another
Right.
team.
No. I'm talking
saying
about top 5 players.
he didn't go join another top 5 player.
Who?
Will Chamberlain.
Who was on the
He
Lakers at
was
that
the
time?
top
Hold on,
5
I
player.
got
Who
the
was on
answer
the
right
Lakers?
now. I got the
I don't
answer right
know.
now.
I don't
I got
know.
the answer right now. Dennis Rodman.
He was never
Never
a
top
When he was a
player.
top 5 player to join the
He
Bulls.
was
wasn't
never
a top 5
Hey,
player.
hey,
Never.
we're gonna
Listen,
have. No,
I'm
hold on.
a
I just
huge
needed. I wanted
Dennis Rodman
to.
fan.
I
He
want.
was
Yo,
top 5 rebounders.
no, that's not what I'm
That's
asking.
not a top 5
the
player.
question.
No, it's not.
My
Talking
question.
about a
Listen,
top 5 player.
first off,
Like he top 5 rebound.
hey man, I'm
At
gonna.
that time, you would have had to be Hakeem Olajuwon or like.
Let's let Trey. We're gonna have you stick to
He
cooking.
was the
man.
best defender.
You're nice. Hey, Trey's nice with the
Hey,
cooking,
man,
man.
look, hey.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
You're being a jerk.
Does Jordan win without Rodman? That's what I want to know. He was the defensive player of the year.
No.
The greatest rebounder in the game.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
that's not the argument. I don't.
Not the
Yeah, no, he
argument.
doesn't.
But I
win.
understand what he's saying.
No.
I understand what he's saying.
Look, Jordan
No
never
one
won
lived-
without a super team.
No,
Let's be clear
no
on
one-
that.
Yeah, I don't.
No one.
How
no
many
one-
teams did win championships without super teams? How many?
Right.
Well, I think.
Nobody wins
That's
without.
my
have
point.
a-
So why are
Right.
we?
Nobody's
sorry.
doing
So
it.
why are we? So why
Team
are we?
sport.
Why are we
Using
making
that as an argument.
Yes. Why
I'll
is
tell
it
you
even a
why.
conversation?
I'll tell you why.
He's penalizing for joining away.
No, I'm telling you why. Because you literally left to go snag a top 5 player. Even when you go.
I don't agree with
Listen,
that.
when Michael Jordan was with Scottie Pippen, Scottie wasn't a top 5 player. He's an all-star. He's not a top 5 player. There's a top 5 player is like.
I don't know if we can
No,
just say that.
no,
though.
we can. No, we can.
I mean,
It's
when
not.
Scotty goes down to the top 50 ever, you got to kind of say at some
No,
point.
no, you
So
know
who was at the helm then when Bron got his first one?
What do you mean?
LeBron was, no question.
He was with Flash, right? When he got
LeBron
there?
was undoubtedly.
I'm not arguing whether
Yeah, yeah.
anybody Bron got with at the time, he would have been one.
No
so
question.
that was more offensive to me, the fact that you're number 1 in that top 5 and you need number 3 so that you can get the ring. It
rubs you wrong.
I think to me, I just kind of look and I'd be like, especially for, like, we're at the ball court.
So
Hold on, we're going to play hoop right now, right? I'm just being honest, right? We all go to play hoop right now. Let's just say we're picking teams. Let's say you guys are the best players. What? You guys want to be on the same team?
No. Here's
when
what
we
I'll
were
tell you.
kids, the
No,
best
no.
2 guys
No, but
were
you're
the
talking about
captains,
captains. You're
and the
talking-
other guy stood on the fence.
You're talking
and it
about
was
when
like-
we were kids. Culture has changed. That's not what today
That's not
is.
what they
That's
do
not,
now. Like,
that's not today.
schools
It's not.
be recruiting.
Oh, you guys don't understand. Culture didn't change. He changed it.
No.
He was the first one to
He
do
didn't.
it.
He didn't.
No, they were doing that way before
Hold
that.
on. No. We
No,
can't-
they weren't.
We can't
He
say,
shifted
In high school,
it.
that
Wait,
was. How do you
wait,
think he
wait,
went to?
wait.
How do you think he
We
went to the
can't-
high school he went to?
We can't say they were doing it way before him. What we can say is he didn't create social media. So here's what I'll say. I'm serious about that. Here's what I'll say. These kids now grow up boys with, like, I watch it. These kids now grow up, they're friends with the dudes on the other teams now. Like, I hated you when you went to another school. There was no friendship.
You didn't know nothing about the cat, though. You didn't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have that
It's
connection.
a different
to be able to-
climate. It's a totally different world.
Let's
I'm
do
serious
this.
about that.
Let's
Did
digress.
he
Let's
leave the
digress.
top 5 when he went back to Cleveland?
No,
Like
he
exactly.
was-
So
no,
when he went back to Cleveland and won the championship.
I salute him for that.
Okay, so
That's the only championship he gives me
unfair for
credit
him to
for.
play.
Okay, all right. That's
But
what
why
I'm
are you
saying.
talking about Boston? Boston had Big Four. That was a great.
That's what I was
I'm
saying.
not-
That was
No-
greatness, though.
None of them.
I'm not arguing that.
Paul Allen and Ron.
I'm not
Allen.
arguing. I'm
Ray
not.
Allen. Come on, man.
All right, let's do this. Let's back up. Let's keep it back. I'm gonna
That's
take
why
this
LeBron
change
did that.
gears because we'll be on the LeBron train for forever. Just let's stay on this year though. Just for this year, right? I never got your early season MVP so far.
Man, it's hard not to go with Bron. I mean, when I look at just the high level that he's performing at, and to do it at that high of a clip while also getting everybody else involved, and we're talking about valuable players. So you take that guy off, what happens with that team? We've seen time and time again, man, when he's removed from the equation, the team literally go from being upper echelon to tanking, going straight to the bottom.
They're trying to get in the lottery.
Right. So that's a high level of impact, man, and that only comes from a guy who's stuffing stats, man, at a high level, doing everything.
Boy,
Like,
boy,
yeah.
the guy that
Jeez.
stuff. All right, so I'll give mine. I'm really torn. It's between LeBron and Giannis. They're both. When I look at both of their, to me, what Giannis does to have the exact same record on a team where he does not have an Anthony Davis, he doesn't have that type of a guy on his team. What Giannis does is amazing. What Bron's doing is amazing. I gotta let it play out.
I do
was waiting
want to
for that.
respond to that. I do
Go ahead.
want to respond to that.
Go ahead.
I take issue with you making that argument, and then out the same mouth making the argument that LeBron went to the finals in the East. Giannis is in the East,
Oh boy.
so I really have an issue with you now making that. Like, I don't see how you can do that out the same face.
You want the clarification on it?
Yeah.
Playoffs is first.
Because going in,
Leaving
hold on.
Leaving the East?
Listen, I give anybody credit for going to a championship no matter where you go. Just as why I said earlier when I said LeBron dragged the Temple Bums to the championship. I'll give you credit for that. Right? I said that. Out of my own mouth. I literally said, I'll give you credit for that.
Sure.
Giannis is dragging a team. I give
where?
him credit to that. No, as of now, for MVP, I'm not crowning him. I'm saying
Okay.
MVP. I didn't crown the man champ.
where?
I'm saying Giannis is what he's doing.
Yeah, the
Does
best
he have a
record.
shot?
Best record.
No. At the ring? No.
Okay,
No
so
shot.
as long as we're clear.
Okay, right.
Did you
But
give him the same credit?
I don't agree with
Did
that.
you give
I
LeBron
don't
the same
agree
I,
with
credit?
I
before he
literally
went?
said it before I
He
said
doesn't have a
that.
shot.
I
He has
said
a shot.
no.
He
He's
has a
no
shot.
shot.
Number one in the NBA right now. Number one in the East.
No
He has a
shot. Means nothing.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Did you
believe he
give LeBron the same credit?
Yes.
Before he went to
Yes.
Miami? Same credit.
Yes.
Straight out of high school.
I was a Bron fan straight out of high school. I left Bron when he went to Miami.
Oh.
So all that stuff you're talking about, when he was dragging them, I'm like, he's dragging these boys
But
to the
he
championship.
drags every team, though. Every single team. No matter if there's stars on the squad or not. He's dragging that whole squad.
He didn't drag his championship team in Cleveland. He didn't drag it. I'm saying Kyrie played a very integral role.
Before,
pivotal
before,
role.
the,
The pivotal
before the
role.
championship?
No, I'm saying the championship team. No, not before. Before the championship, they didn't have. Before the championship, there was a lot of players that weren't there. Kevin Love wasn't there, and a bunch of other role guys. So no, and Kyrie is not that. I'm not saying Kyrie is.
We're watching Kyrie
Yeah,
now.
he's not that.
Exactly.
Okay, so
And I don't think Giannis is LeBron. So I'm not.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
Thank you.
not that. He's not that. But he's amazing. He's an amazing hooper.
Can you look at the development
just very limited.
of these players? Because Giannis, when he was in Greece, going to the Olympics and stuff like that, he had major development. And think about LeBron's development coming straight out of high school. Like the development, like even Jordan, he was at North Carolina. Like think about that. Also,
No, to that point,
the greatness.
To that
And
point, what I think along those lines sometimes. And when we talk about LeBron going to Miami, when you say, and if we roll the tape, you'll hear me interjecting in the moment that you're saying he went to join a top 5 player. And in my mind, I didn't look at it like he was going to join a top 5 player because he needed a top 5 player to win a championship. I looked at it like he needed the education. He needed to understand how to be great at this level.
Yeah.
That's how I took it.
I mean, you're being way too deep, man.
No, that's how I took it.
On a simplistic, listen, that's what he gained from it through the process.
Okay, so
but what he needed was a championship. and he was catching hell from north, south, east, and west. And the way he knew if I
He
want
knew.
this ring,
Because you said so.
the path of least resistance
No
was
question.
to go with.
No question.
Was that the path of least
Can I
resistance?
say something?
that was-
Because
That was a pressure point, man.
Let me
and
say
he-
something because
It's
I think
okay.
I hope he was gonna do this. I hope he was gonna pick the Greek freak. I mean, we're not talking about the Greek freak stats either. I'll be 30 points, 13 rebounds a game, 6 assists a game. They're number 1 in the NBA. Okay, we have to give us some respect. We can't just keep saying LeBron has the rings, LeBron.
Bill, you have
You
a
said Midseason MVP. Greek freak is playing the best basketball with
Nah.
Harden, with Harden's stat.
He's
Harden,
balling.
I'm just saying. So
You're not gonna say Bron's playing better than him.
when we look at the stats,
They're both playing.
only thing LeBron's doing better than Giannis is getting more assists.
That's it.
That's it.
Other than that, you're gonna look and go. They're playing.
Yeah.
Giannis is scoring more than Bron. I mean, they're
I
both
think he deserves a
playing.
little more respect.
They're playing equal basketball right now. He can't do it. He can't say anybody but Bron. This is the problem with the blind witnesses. This is the problem with them.
I'm looking at the
But you
game.
can't say it.
I'm looking at the game, at the
Ah,
actual
here it goes.
game.
Here it goes. See,
I just can't with
I
the.
told you.
See,
He's
you-
focused
you-
on
the game
basketball.
within the
There's the game within
That's
the
what you guys are talking.
game.
What you guys are saying, it sounds honestly sounds disgusting to me.
They both
What are we talking about in here? What are y'all watching?
They both impact winning, right? Like at the end, and I,
Yes, they
honestly,
do.
honestly,
Yes, they do.
I am a firm believer in impact winning, literally.
No, that-
and I'm going. It's a huge part of the game.
That matters to me more than anything else. I don't.
Right, I'm with you. It's one of my biggest. Right. All right, so real quick, let's shift right to my last question because we got to end up wrapping this up. We're talking championship now. Who's going to the championship?
That they can be.
walking.
Walking.
Yeah.
So can I get a number on that?
Hold on. You
Because
didn't
that's-
interrupt him. Why all of a sudden you got so much to say when I talk? When I got so here's why I say that. What I know is in the playoffs, the game moves out of transition and into the half court.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
We can all agree there, correct?
Good point. Yeah.
Who has the ability to lock up any group on any night? I think the Lakers have a group ready-made to do that task, to handle that task. I think the Clippers have a good group for that, but they don't have the length. And they don't have the depth of the length, right? To do that, and I think that the Lakers have stand a much greater chance of impacting what Paul George or Kawhi Leonard can do offensively in the half court than the Clippers have impacting what the Lakers can do with their length, athleticism, and then shooting on the perimeter. That's my take.
What's your call?
Man,
Lakers,
that's
Clippers.
it's a tough one. I gotta go with the Lakers. I just feel like the addition of AD, and I just see here's what I see. I feel like I see it being a defensive battle, but the Clippers struggling a little bit more. I feel like trying to get buckets in that clutch outside of Kawhi. I just see other guys like, you know what I mean? Whereas you got AD, Bron being able to feed off of each other, and that just creating a mathematical equation that's difficult
PG-13
to.
stats or
Huh?
PG-13 is 25 a game, just so you know.
Lakers. I'm going Lakers,
You're
man.
going Lakers.
Yeah.
All right, Trey, talk to us. Who you got?
Man, I'm going Lakers, and I'll tell you why. It's not just because of LeBron, as I think that the Lakers players know their roles. I think that the Clippers, there's going to be cats on there that will be first-time playoffs or, or want to make the name.
LeBron will trade them if they don't know their role.
Make a name for themselves on the Clippers. Like, this is my chance. I don't know if I'm going to be here next year and so forth. And, it's playoff ball, so you got to play, team ball. You got to know your role. And I think that some people are going to, I think that's the problem with Houston. Yeah.
All right, I'm
Not a team basketball problem.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
I think I think the Lakers have the advantage in terms of down low. Like, I actually love their down low play. I think the White's playing out of this world. I think McGee's playing out of this world. You know what I mean? So down low and then defensively, and then AD's he's a monster. I think Bron at the point guard is a problem for anybody. Dude sees the floor too well. Where the Clippers have an advantage, I think obviously there's the perimeter defense thing. I think the Clippers when the game has 3 minutes left, I get worried about the Lakers. Who's gonna do it? You know what I mean? And Kawhi
just does it.
Yeah, he's just like, yo,
clear
I got
cut.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Right now, I give an edge to the Lakers. If I was going into the midway, if something changes, we'll come back together right before the series.
But I gotta ask you, is that a consistent theme for you in regards to LeBron when it's like the last 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Because
Always
if I would have a knock sometimes on LeBron, it's that fact that there's points where it gets real pressure centric, and there's another guy that ends up kind of
So he's the Seahawks.
carrying to the stretch, and then LeBron shows up with the hammer and goes, yeah, now what?
And I think this
Is that when did that become such a negative thing?
When did it become a negative thing?
No, but
I'll tell you
listen,
when.
Listen, no.
You asked the question, okay?
I feel like we grew so used to watching like Jordan do it his way. We grew so used to watching Kobe do it his way. Why can't LeBron do it his way?
No, because that's a cop out.
No,
that's
it's not.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it
plays
is. I'm
team
gonna tell you what
ball.
it is. He tried to do it that way and he came up short.
When?
With LeBron James,
When?
listen, with all the years he was coming up short.
No,
the
when?
years we talked the aforementioned years.
You mean when he didn't have the
When he was
even a
well, hold on,
decent
let me finish.
NBA roster?
Let me finish. LeBron, I mean,
Competitive roster.
like the first year in Miami, right? Like he came up short, right? At the end of the day, when it comes to LeBron James, you're talking. Never has a superstar so great had such lows. The type of lows, and when one of the biggest knocks I would say on him.
That's not true.
No, I'm saying this, when I one
That's
of the
inaccurate.
biggest.
You
One
don't
of
think he
the
has dry spells during like stretches in games that are like really
Of course
critical,
he
and
does.
other guys like
Of
end up
course he
being
does.
Okay.
But I'm saying,
I think
if
we
I
can
was
point
to
to
say
those moments with
of
every
the
superstar
players
that we're talking
of the players who are the probably top 10, right? I'll just say LeBron goes down top 10 all time. But of the players who are top 10 all time, he's the worst in the last 3 to 4 minutes of the game. I'd pick him last than the other guys. Of all of them. Maybe 9 if I'm putting Shaq in the top 10.
so you're
Shaq,
saying-
I don't want Shaq shooting free throws. But from his free throw shooting to the fact that at the end, I don't want to hear this correct basketball play
I didn't say
crap,
anything about
man.
that.
I want to win the game.
Did you hear me say that?
You
No,
play to win
No, I'm
the
saying
game.
this. Yeah, I'm saying this. At the end of the game, when I need him to impact winning,
Right.
right?
He does that at an elite level, though.
He elite. He's in,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
he's in the top 10.
Yeah.
But of those guys in the top 10, when you start talking, we're splitting hairs. When I gotta go, when there's 4 minutes left, do I want Magic or do I want Bron? I want Magic. Do I want Bird
You're
or do
tripping.
I want Bron? Are you kidding me? This is
Kobe-
not
Kobe
close.
or LeBron?
Do I want Kobe or do I want Bron?
I just, we see it differently. And that's okay.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if we roll tape, that guy is
Well,
he's atrocious.
You say you want Magic over LeBron, but don't they have like similar playing styles? Now it'd be more like he said, Kobe or LeBron, but Magic and LeBron.
No, I think we
Magic and
forget
LeBron
some
be
of
doing
the-
the same thing.
I just think we forget some of the things we've seen LeBron do in clutch moments.
I haven't forgotten.
It appears that way.
No, it's not that I'm saying when I watch the games against the Spurs that they lost, the series that they lost, when you watch those series that they lost, when 4 or 5 minutes left, it was him. When it came down to the Warriors versus Bron. No, Bron was over in Cleveland and they're playing the Warriors. When there's 3 minutes, hear me. Let me
Listen to how we're phrasing it.
Let me hear it.
The Warriors
Yeah.
versus Bron.
Yeah, I got you.
That's my point.
I got you. When there's
That's exactly my point. It's the Warriors. This is Clay. This is Steph. This is Drake. This is the whole unit
They were
versus
built
Bron.
for
I'm
Bron.
talking about.
were built for
Bron.
I'm talking even about the first championship that he won.
Okay.
Right? That was Kyrie who nailed that. That wasn't Bron.
Okay.
His
So
signature, his
we're
biggest
talking-
play of his career is a block.
So we're talking about
Kyrie down the stretch.
it was
The biggest
it was-
play of his career is a block. It's a block. That's the biggest play of his career. The biggest play of his career,
Fam,
undoubtedly.
Fam, I remember moments of LeBron hitting fadeaway buzzer beaters.
3-pointer.
Yeah, I was,
Meaningless.
For him not to be the shooter?
and we're signing off.
But when I'm talking about the
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
what I don't like is you guys
Meaningless.
not respecting the Clippers in the sense of these two guys, young guys, George and Leonard, are both from LA. They're both, and they're both trying
George
to.
is not proven here, sir.
I know, but you guys aren't respecting how good
Not at
they
this
are.
level. No,
He's
he's not
really good.
proven at
He's
this
really
level.
good. No,
though.
no. Paul
They
George
know
is really
they're not-
good.
They know Lakers are the favorites. They're gonna have an edge for that. Just remember, they're gonna have a big edge.
They should have an
They
edge.
have the emotional edge.
Let me be
Yeah, but
clear.
you-
they
but
have
you-
a shot.
you saying they're
It's
from
a
LA.
legit
They're
shot.
tough.
But you gotta remember, LA, the team in LA is the Lakers. They love the Lakers.
And that's something that's going to kind
So,
of drive them to
Hey, fellas, I want to thank you guys, all of my guys, for coming out, for eating with me, for having a good time. My guy Trey, I appreciate you having us, man. We're going to sign off here, man. We're going to get off of air, but the conversation is probably going to keep going, man. So we over and out. That's the Draze Experience. We gone. Peace.